I didn't want to. And hello there, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It is the DOUG here, and it's time. Well, after taking my little break, and I'll explain where I was last week, it's time to get back to some streams. And of course, we're starting off with Devil May Cry 5, as we now start the Virgil campaign, which is the DLC of the game. But I am not alone, as I have the man from MIB headquarters. It is Mr. J. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But if you can't, don't worry. I can hear him, and that's what mostly matters. So no one thinks I'm talking to myself again. But anyway, it is Monday. So before we get to this, last week I know a lot of people wonder where I was. Some people knew, like Dave and Mr. Jones, more or less, as when I came home. But I went to, if you live in Virginia, Tucker's. Which is a place to go to get your mind back in normal, because I had some mental health issues. I am back. I do have the medication to help me out. I won't go into too much detail what my mental health was, and still is, but just know, guys, if you have any mental health issues, please go seek help. Go to a doctor or something. You don't suffer it by yourself, because it would just make things a hell of a lot fucking worse. So there's your NBC, the more you know. La la la. Also, apparently LeBron James got suspended for a game. Yep. So there's some major breaking. I'm shocked he got suspended, because I saw the thing. First off, he should be suspended longer, but I know that wasn't going to happen. But I am still surprised he suspended him again, because he is the NFL's golden goose. Yeah, NBA, thank you. So yeah, I am surprised he even got suspended. I would have never thought that would have happened in a million years. On that, a fight. Yeah, but the funny thing is, the one he punched got a 2-game suspension. So it's kind of weird in that sense. By the way, I do want to give a good shout out to a good personal friend of mine, John Kratz. He's not had the best week last week, so everyone, if you follow him on Twitter, please send that man some love. He could use some right now. Looks like one of his doing too well, so. I'm going to let him know I gave him a shout out too, just so he knows. So hopefully his kitty feels a whole lot better. And yes, for all of you, I did get a new naughty picture sent yesterday from the people I usually do Let's Take a Look at. I will send that to Mr. Jones later. And I should point out for us Dallas Cowboy fans, we might be in trouble on Thursday, because CeeDee Lamb may not be able to play because he's got a concussion. Amari Cooper's still out as well, because he got down with the sickness. Also, Baker Mayfield might be in trouble. He's injured, but he's going to be playing Sunday. The Bears quarterback, he looks like he's going to be out. And by the way, since this is Virgil's campaign, we're starting off with Virgil. So this will have a very different opening and probably a different ending, I'm going to presume. But let me go to the, let's see if I can actually bring up the article for the... By the way, Giants have the ball now. Yeah, LeBron James suspended 1 game, Stewart 2 for tussle. Saints and Hill agreed deal could net Hill $95 million. Money, money. By the way, while I was out today, I do got to do some bitching about certain places. But I did get to see a good buddy of mine I haven't seen in a while who works at the ABC store in my state. If you don't know what the ABC store is, that's pretty much where you get alcohol. Because, alcohol. Oh, well, I haven't even messaged my buddy since February of this year, damn. But my good buddy Travis Glenn, who is a Packers fan. Like I said, the opening would be different here. And I did watch Survivor Series this morning. Dear God, what a bad idea that was. That pay-per-view sucked. I've seen worse too, but I've seen a hell of a lot better. I'm being generous when I say this. Survivor Series last night, I'm being nice and I'm giving that 3 stars. And that's only because of the fact of Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair was a good match. I have no problem with I'm happy Belair was the last one for the women's team. And there's Virgil, the baddest motherfucker on the planet. You can tell he likes to build snowmen. Which, as many of you know if you've been on this channel, usually right around the week of Thanksgiving, I start my annual tradition of singing Christmas music. Which that is returning this year, starting tonight. But we're going to do that a little bit later in the video. Oh, look at that! Look at that handsome man. That's all. That's the person men want to be like and women want to fuck. Remember, grow up if you want to grow up to be like anybody, grow up to be like Virgil. Ooh, I have a shadow person. Go ahead. This Wednesday, okay, yeah, because that is the TCW pay-per-view, which you guys know. I know a little bit of thing or two or three about TCW. Nice. Interesting, and I believe that is it's kind of like Money in the Bank, the one that gets like briefcase and that they can cash in at any time, any place, anywhere. In better words, somebody's going to be like Big E and Nikki Cross. Unfortunately, hopefully they get booked better than what they are on WWE. Which that brings me to a point I want to bitch about for WWE.
I can definitely say that the winners do actually get booked
correctly. First thing with Survivor Series, like I said, I gave it a 3 out of 5, and that's me being nice. Becky and Charlotte was a great match. They always have great matches. That's a plus. The women's Survivor Series match, I thought was better than the men's, to be honest. And Belair did a great job. They're booking her correctly. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up with the belt back before WrestleMania. I would love to see Liv Morgan get it first, but I know that's a pipe dream. But with that being said, there was a lot of dumb shit. First, Nakamura versus Priest. Ironically enough, Nakamura is one of the only 2 SmackDown wrestlers to get a win. Unfortunately, his win was by disqualification, so yeah, I would have rather seen a clean pinfall victory in that one. I was expecting the Duke Key finish in the Big E Roman Reigns. The Raw's men's Survivor Series team, I'm kind of pissed off because I'm like, you replace Rey Mysterio and Dominic, and Lashley gets counted out by Braun with Drew McIntyre, and the other idiot, what's the one who likes to take selfies? What's his name? Austin, Trey Austin, or whatever.
Austin something.
Yeah, he actually got.
Austin Theory.
Yeah, he actually got an elimination, which I couldn't fucking believe. But Seth Rollins was the sole survivor for the men. To be honest, I wish you should have had Theory be one of the survivors too. At least that way you could be building him up. But whatever. The stupid egg thing that Vince was doing all night long, that was fucking retarded. The ads, oh my god. Peacock, what the fuck? I've never seen so many ads before. I was like, what the fuck? The Battle Royal, which was a joke. When you saw who was in it, I think everyone kind of knew either A, Omos was going to be eliminated first, so he was going to win the thing, and well, he won the thing. And really, that's how you're going to honor The Rock's 25th celebration for debuting at Survivor Series? Have a Battle Royal in his name and he couldn't even show up? You would...
And it was bad for anybody to do. It's really bad on WWE's behalf. My thing is this, you know the guy is the top star, and you know he's going to be making movies, so why would you even try to
do that? No, you know who it should have been you did the Battle Royal for? The most important debut of Survivor Series of all time. A man who's well remembered in the wrestling business. The Gobbledygooker. Yeah, but no one remembers The Undertaker. We only remember the Gobbledygooker. I tried to make a bad joke, and it failed. I was hoping you were going to say, won't you be serious? No. But of course, then, yeah, Roman Reigns and Big E. I'm going to say this. Roman winning pissed me off, and it has nothing to do with the fact I hate the guy. Here's the thing to me. Big E needed that one more. Roman Reigns is not like... You could have had Roman Reigns lose his pay-per-view match, because at the end of the day, it didn't mean anything. There was no title on the line. You could have had Roman lose to Big E, give Big E that rub that he needs right now. Because I'm going to say this. It feels like WWE is purposely booking Big E to be a failed champion. Because they're not booking him right. Yeah. Bobby Lashley. Which if he does drop it to Seth, I'm going to be pissed, because the one thing I'm pissed with both Roman and Seth that they both have it. I am sick of the ex-Shield members being the only ones who get booked properly. Can we just stop with that, please? I know, but still, it pisses me off. Can't go that way. So yeah, Survivor Series, and plus I'm going to say this, it didn't feel like they built up the pay-per-view that good, or maybe that's just me, I don't know. Yeah, I was expecting it to be Brock or The Rock. Who stole the egg, you know. Yeah, don't remind me. I don't have any money to buy anything on the Black Friday sale. I wish I did, but the prescriptions kind of took care of that. Which I bought that on disc a few weeks ago because GameStop had it on sale. Instead of it being 60, had it for 30. Yeah, it was a few weeks ago. It was so, pretty much. I got lucky because it was a used copy because the new one was only on sale for 40. Because they were doing like the % off thing or whatever. I got lucky. Well, I'm sure it's on this. GameStop's going to have more sales throughout the summer because my mom already told me I can go buy 2 games next when we get money again in December for Christmas from GameStop. So woohoo! By the way, Tampa Bay just got more points. It is now 30-10 with 7:44 left in the fourth quarter. So we may as well just say, fuck it, Buccaneers won. Without the Giants somehow scored 20 points in the next 7 minutes, which can be done if done correctly. But let's take a look ahead to next week real quick. Of course, Thursday we'll be discussing these on Wednesday. Bears and Lions, which Bears are favored by 3.5 points. Raiders at Cowboys. Cowboys are favored by a touchdown. And Bills and Saints, which the Bills are favored by 4.5 points. Colts play the Buccaneers this Sunday. Good luck. Titans play the Patriots, which I don't know who to pick in that one right now because of how the Titans are playing. As far as for the 49ers, they play the Vikings. And the Sunday night game this weekend is the Browns at Ravens. And the Monday night game next week is Seahawks at Washington. Taking a look at the Wicked's on chatting. Wicked says, "What's up? Who are you talking to?" Oh, it's my buddy Mr. Jones, who's at MIB headquarters, Wicked. But right now he's got to use the PlayStation app, which is apparently not working that well. But I can hear him. That's the most important. Because I need somebody in here to keep me company. Yeah. By the way, what's funny is that the Colts are only a few games behind the Titans for the division. So we'll see how that goes for you guys. But taking a look at the playoff standings in the AFC. The Titans are the 1 seed at 8-3, followed by Baltimore in 2nd. The Patriots, yes, the Patriots are in 3rd, and Kansas City's in 4th. Your wildcard teams are the Bengals and Chargers and the Bills at 6-4. Teams on the outside looking in: the Steelers at 5-4-1, the Colts at 6-5, the Browns at 6-5, Raiders and Broncos at 5-7, and yes, the Miami motherfucking Dolphins are still alive in the playoffs at 4-7. I'm not going to mention Houston, Jacksonville, or the Jets because they're 2-8. Too much has to happen. In the NFC, excuse me. Arizona's number 1 at 9-2, followed by Green Bay in 2nd. Dallas will be dropping to the 4th seed, it looks like, because Tampa Bay's going to win tonight, and that will promote Tampa to the 3rd seed at 7-3. Dallas, though, is still the 4th seed and leads their division. And then after that, it is the Rams at the 5th seed, Vikings at the 6th seed, and the Saints are the 7th seed. But Dave's 49ers on the outside looking in, so they got to get some help. If the Saints were to lose and the Niners beat the Vikings, that puts the Niners in control of their own destiny for the 6th seed at least. Also still alive is Philadelphia and Carolina at 5 and 6. Washington and Atlanta are still alive as well at 4 and 6, but they need some help. Giants will most likely they're going to be dropping to 3 and 7. They will be in trouble with like Chicago is 3 and 7. Seattle's also in trouble at 3 and 7, and Detroit, well, they've been eliminated since week number 4, as they are 0-9 and 1. Hashtag. Yeah, well, Chicago plays Detroit this Thursday, so that should be fun. Wicked says, gotcha. So let's see, what's good. So I'm going to ask this question. What's going to happen first, guys? The Detroit Lions finally get a win, or Roman Reigns actually loses a pay-per-view match? Yes, I know he lost a match a few weeks ago on SmackDown, but it was by disqualification. I am not counting that shit. The Lions winning? Yep. Well, remember, we're either going to be picking the Bears on fucking Wednesday, or we're going to be picking the damn Lions. I don't think either one of us feel confident. And I don't think I can buy anything else. Because I'm probably just going to be using Yamamoto, because that is my favorite weapon of Virgil by choice. Alright, so we're gonna... Now, of course, I'm playing on normal difficulty, guys, because... Here's the thing, you have to beat the game on every difficulty, which is, to me, fucking ridiculous. Devil May Cry, we want you to play... So, yeah, if you've played other games where there's a difficulty thing, and, usually if you beat it on a higher difficulty, the other ones usually unlock, but not in Devil May Cry 5's case. You have to literally play through every difficulty and beat the game on each difficulty. AKA, time consuming as fuck. Oh, I love that I got that combo back. As you can tell, I love playing as Virgil, because that's what I used the most on Marvel vs. Capcom 3. When he was added to the Special Edition. Or Ultimate Edition. Nice. So is mine, because it's still the big fat one. Yeah. Which one? Oh, that is... I don't care what anyone says. WWF in Your House is a fucking classic. Yeah. Plus, I loved how when you beat the game, you get like a mini Titantron of your wrestler. We're supposed to be in it, but because they went to WCW, Vince was like, "You assholes." Wicked's... Hold on 1 second. Wicked says, how long are you going to be on for? Usually with Devil May Cry, we usually do 3 missions, but since we're playing as Virgil, we're probably going to stop after mission 4, so we're still going to be on for quite a bit, hopefully. Plus, I do have another stream I want to try to do tonight before I head to bed, so it really depends on that as well. One of those games where, you know, we look at science and, you know, the female anime body, as me and Mr. Jones have done. And this one's from the wonderful people that done the Demon Scububus games. This one, though, you want a cafe that shows off 3 different type of women who want to ride your coffee beans. In better words, that one's not for children. That actually hit me? What the fuck? Damn. Anyway, keep going, Mr. Jones, because I know you're discussing something about Nash, Diesel, and yeah. Yeah, when we get to that game later. Probably after the... Yep. I know after this mission I'll probably be singing the Christmas song, which as you see in the title of this stream, that is what it's going to. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump da 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 da. 'Cause it's Christmas time in hell. And see, this is what happens when you let the Detroit Lions win a Super Bowl in Madden. The world goes to hell. Yeah. Looks like my good buddy Mr. A. Demon has left a like. Thank you, bro. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope everyone had a good weekend, actually. Unless you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, because then you can just fuck off. I'm kid. I'm going to be honest, I'm not surprised Dallas lost. Because I was worried about that game. So I'm like, the Chiefs have been getting better defensively. They got Patrick damn Mahomes. Oh, that's right. Virgil can turn into his sin. Double trigger. I forgot about that. Wait a minute. What? Oh, shit. I can turn into V? Holy shit. Nice. Okay, I'm impressed. And I'm not easily impressed. Well, I was impressed by that, but you know, I thought... And ladies and gentlemen, we now have the man that makes women quake. It's a giant vibrator. And that completes mission number 1. So we complete the prologue and mission 1. And we got an S. Because we're fucking super awesome. Yeah. And a game went final. Duke beat Citadel 107 to 81. Looks like the Citadel couldn't win tonight. Alright, now it's time for me to sing this. Oh, by the way, apparently Seth Rollins got attacked by a fan tonight, and it wasn't a script. It was actually a real fan jumped the barricade and tried to beat him up. I am serious, because I saw the footage. Everyone's like, oh my god. They thought people it was a skip, but then Seth's going, get the fuck off me, you fucking fat idiot. And then everybody from backstage came running out to break it up. So yeah, it was a fan. So remember, guys, even if you hate some of the wrestlers, what up to the I gotta read that real quick. What up to the vibe? Oh, Wicked says, "What's up, Vibrator?" Yeah, because some of the people from the back, you know, the producers and everything came running out. So there's that. But by the way, after I sing, we're going to discuss the new Earthworm Jim cartoon that's coming out. And of course, as you can tell from the title, we will be singing Frosty the Snowman. That is my personal favorite Christmas cartoon of all time. Yes, I will be watching it when it airs on television. You know, I have it on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. Frosty the Snowman with a jolly happy soul, with a corn pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old sick hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around like the Funkasaurus. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, over the hills and snow. Oh, Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, "Let's run and we'll have some fun before I melt away." Down to the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there around the square saying, "Catch me if you can." He led them down the streets of town, right to the traffic cop, and he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, "Stop!" Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday." Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, da 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 da, over the hills and snow. Alright, we've done the singing portion of the stream tonight, so yay. Now, back to what we're going to discuss. Earthworm Jim, cruising through the universe, having lots of fun. Looks like he's got a new cartoon show coming out. Alright! If anybody remembers the original Earthworm Jim cartoon, I know I do. I don't know about Mr. Jones or Vibrator. I think they muted me because my singing was that terrible. But yep, we do have a new Earthworm Jim cartoon coming out. Alright, before we start mission 2. Oh, we have 2 more things left along with Virgil for the Yamamoto. But yes, I hope everyone's having a good Monday. And Vibrate, I hope you had a good weekend. Mr. Jones, I hope you had a good weekend as well. And everyone watching, I hope you had a good weekend. Of course, if you do follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you know my streaming, what the streams are going to be like for this week. But if you didn't, tomorrow night will be Ghost of Tsushima. Wednesday will be the picks, and we get back to Psychonauts. Most likely I'll be taking the rest of the week off after that, with it being the holiday week. If I do stream again, it probably won't be till Saturday or Sunday, because Thursday and Friday I take off because of family. Whoa. Somebody let out a nasty fart there. Let's see. Wicked says, "Yep, just sitting here working on vinyl decals." That's right, because I've seen you do a lot of vinyl decals from what I've seen on Facebook. We're popping balloons, and they're not the 99 red balloons either. Yeah, I know about the star rankings. Love the music for this game. Gotta make money somehow. Yeah, you do. Off with his head. Gotta make that money, money. Yeah, yeah. I said that money, money. Yeah, yeah. Gotta make those red orbs. Yeah, yeah. Think we got them all there. By the way, guys, if you didn't do it today, please remember tomorrow to pull out the turkey out of the deep freezer or freezer so you can get it the thawing in time to cook for Thanksgiving. Oh, there's a lot of orbs. Yeah, baby. Give me those juicy red orbs, because I need them to make myself feel good. Because they call me Dr. Feel Good, and I make everything feel alright.
We both spring from the same stuff.
Oh, it feels so good to play as Virgil. You guys have no idea how much fun this is playing as him. By the way, don't forget, Tuesday, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City comes out. I'm probably going to try to see that in December. I'm going to try. I'm not going to say I will. If I do see it, I will review the movie for you guys, because as many of you know, I love Resident Evil, probably to a fault. I will try not to have my rose-colored glasses on for that film. So let's do another one? Ah, he's running away. Fuck it. I'll let him live. Wow. That was a fun overshadowing kaboom. Oh, that's right, because there's probably no Dante, although them I don't have to worry about sharing the limelight. I like the boogie. Touch that puss and fuck that thing, man. Let's see. Yup, and the Buccaneers won 30-10. And that's how you get rid of the blue waffle. Yeah, I know how to do that. Yeah, they want me to go that way, but what's this way? Oh, oops. Oh, hello, friend. Get back here, you. More red orbs for the Dugster. We cut off his dick. All right. Looks like I got a message. Let me check it real quick. All right. So everybody says he's resetting his PS4 real quick, guys. Let me see if Mr. Jones is still with us, because I don't hear Mr. Jones. So blue screen real quick, guys. Oh, that would be why. Ha 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 ha. Apparently, I got kicked out of the party. So that's a little weird. Gotta love when... Because it didn't even pop up with the thing that said I got kicked. That was odd. Because usually when you get kicked out of a party, it says network error code. Hashtag I blame Roman Reigns for kicking me. Oh, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, never mind what the fuck I was about to say, because here comes Falco.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's everyone doing?
Doing good, just streaming the Virgil DLC of Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, really? That bad?
No, well, I completed the main campaign before I took my little viatical, which if you're just tuning in, I was at Tucker's for my mental health. By the way, this is Falco, who you guys I always shout out a few times. He streams on Twitch a lot. He's been doing Resident Evil 0, Ghost of Tsushima, and I know you've been doing some other things as well, like your music.
Yeah, like usually once in a while I'll be playing some live music on my Twitch, mostly on the weekends, but mostly I just play like mostly horror games and some other games as well. I just recently been playing on and off Guardians of the Galaxy, which I would highly recommend everybody to give it a shot, especially if you're a big fan of the first two movies. So definitely, sure. But yeah, man.
Ironically enough, I bought the game because of your stream of it, so I do got to thank you for that.
Oh, really? Nice. No problem, dude. But trust me, man, I've been enjoying it. Like, from the first 20 minutes, I was in the main menu chilling, just listening to all the 80s musics and everything, and the soundtrack they put in the game, it really fits the gameplay, hands down.
Nice. Hopefully, it's going to be next year, probably. Next year, I'll be able to install it, since I looked at my data, only about to have about 200 gigabytes of space left, and I'm like, well, in case
Jesus, what's taking it up?
Oh, let me put my light on real quick. Of the games I have on there physically, on disc, Far Cry 6, Demon Slayer, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Deathloop, Life is Strange, True Colors, Sackboy, Guilty Gear, Blaine Wonderland, and Immortals Flux Rising, but I also got Saints Row 3 Remastered on there as well. That's took a lot of fucking data.
That's actually impressive, considering that this sucker is not even a 1 terabyte system, and yet you managed to fit all that sucker in there, so that's pretty baller right there, dude.
Yeah, well, my backlog, when I get to it, is... How can I say this? My backlog's pretty bad on the 5 between Guardians of the Galaxy, Hades, Judgment, Watch Dogs Legions, last year's Madden, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Back for Blood, which, well... I don't want to go into details how that fucking went.
God, we haven't even got into the other games that are coming out next year too. So that's a lot of your bill right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a big backlog on the 5, but that's fine by me. I'm used to having a big old backlog on shit. My PS4 will attest to that. Which, you're here.
Dude, I have backlogs all the way back on PS3. But yeah, you were saying while I'm here.
While you're here, I'm gonna ask you this question because I'm gonna post this in a few days. Because many of you know I plan on doing Bayonetta right after Devil May Cry. But with Psychonauts, I'm going to leave it up to my subscribers and my friends of what I play next. So here's the announcement. Here's the 2 games you can vote for. Either A, and you can vote for it today in the comments because I'll keep a tally of it. You can either vote for Umbrella Corps, which is the worst Resident Evil game ever fucking made, or... Which, by the way, both of these will be blind Let's Plays. Or we go to a game that was just put on PS4 and PS5 a few weeks ago that I've never played, Alan Wake.
Dude, since I'm going to be the first one to vote, I'm going to save you from your misery and torture and say hell no to Umbrella Corps. And let's go with Alan Wake 100%. Because I never even played the game before, so this is my first time checking it out, so... That's my vote right there.
Alright, I'm going to put that on a piece of paper right now. So let's see, 1 and 2, because there's going to be the 2. Wake. Because I was going to play it on PS5 first, but I'm like, you know what? No, let me do a Let's Play for that. And now we have my buddy Vibrator with us, who's having technical issues because, well, Roman Reigns sucks at life. And I already bitched about the pay-per-view, so you got to miss that.
Oh, man. I mean, going back to the pay-per-view, I think the only one that really stood out for me are just actually 2 matches. One of them, obviously, Becky versus Charlotte, which I actually enjoyed that. I haven't seen a rivalry that intense since the real-life feud between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels at the 97 Survivor Series. And the second match that I enjoyed out of this, why they put it on the kickoff show, I don't understand. Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought they put on a good show. I really did.
Yeah, I forgot that was on the pre-show. Uh-oh. Well, now the vote's tied 1-1 because my buddy Wicked says, Umbrella Corpse just because it sucks.
Wicked wants to see you suffer. Let's be honest.
Oh, everybody already knows I'm going to suffer with Resident Evil Code Veronica, since I can't do Outbreak 1 and 2 because I don't have the equipment.
Speaking of Resident Evil, I finally got to beat the Village on the hardest difficulty last night.
Oh,
just
nice.
To get it out of the way, so I'm only like 4 trophies away of trying to get my 24th platinum on that game. So wish me luck when it comes to Mercenaries, because that's gonna be a bitch to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I'm so glad RE5 and 6 did not have to do the mercenary trophies for the platinum. Wicked says, yes, suffer. Speaking of platinums, because you know me, I'm a trophy whore in a trophy world. Blue scream of death. Let's see, I have 32,542 trophies right now, and I'm at 634 platinums. So yeah, apparently my mom told me when I came home on Friday from Tucker's, which if you don't know what Tucker's is, and if you don't live in the state of Virginia, think Arkham Asylum more or less, but without the Joker and the Riddler. And well, there was somebody dressed like Harley Quinn there, so that kind of counts. Apparently I came home and pretty much all I did was do nothing but trophy hunt. All day Saturday and Sunday, because Friday I came home and slept.
Nah, I just basically was working all day today and just got back home like around, I want to say 8 p.m. around my time, because right now, I don't know where your time of year is, because it's about to be 10:30 Central Standard Time over here. So
let's see, it is 11:29.
Oh, then you're Eastern Time, so there you go.
Yeah. Everyone thinks I live in California because of the 619, but I'm like, no, that's just my lucky number. Six.
Sorry, it's a habit.
Oh, trust me. Anytime somebody does that, I go, "Who's that jumping off the boat? Oh shit, it's Rey Mysterio. His knee is blown."
Oh, I thought you were about to go all the original Mysterio theme there. It's all good. But still, it's kind of sad and injustice that both him and his son weren't involved with last night's Survivor Series. I mean, I don't know what the hell Vince is thinking.
I don't either. I mean, I don't mind Bobby Lashley getting put in there, because at least that made sense a bit. But facing Mysterio made no fucking sense.
Well, let's just see how that goes. And besides, and I hate to say it, the whole budget cuts that they're going through, it's far from over. That's going to continue on until something worse could happen. The worst is yet to come, and I hate to say it.
I agree. And my mom, when I told Mom Hit Row and Morrison got released, my stepdad, who doesn't like Hit Row, he didn't like the gimmick, but he liked the wrestling of them. He said, "Didn't they just fucking debut on the main roster not even 2 weeks ago?"
That's and even I don't watch NXT 2.0, which I'm still having struggle trying to watch it because there's still some of my favorite wrestlers there. They just recently been developed, and now when they've called up, it's just like, okay, take a piece of paper and just tear it up apart and just throw it into the garbage. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, because they end up getting fired. And I was pissed John Morrison got fired, because I'm like, you just brought him back not too long ago.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I can go on and on talking about pro wrestling in general and everything, but from everything that's been going on, I mean, that's a very, very long list. If you combine from last year and this year's of people being let go for various reasons, it's really sad. This is something... That never really happened before ever, regardless if it's a pandemic related or not. That's still a lot of people.
I agree, and I had to agree with what 2K did announce, if anybody missed it, that the playing DLC that was going to be announced for next year's game got scrapped because of all the people who got fired.
You might as well call it Legends of WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, because apparently... Because did you see the trailer for the new 2K game that got released over the weekend?
Yeah, I did saw it. They actually shown like 10 features on it, and one of them is a highly requested feature, which is General Manager mode, which they kind of changed a little bit. We looked kind of intrigued.
And Rey Mysterio's
I noticed how much they changed the gameplay. Yeah, Rey Mysterio is going to be the showcase for this year's genre.
Yeah, so it makes me wonder if we're going to have any WCW or ECW wrestlers.
I mean, you gotta think back in WCW, who are his greatest feuds? I mean, you have, like, Psychosis,
Dean
Malenko, who's hardly ever into a wrestling other than from, WrestleMania 2000, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But
yeah, that was his last one.
You gotta think all the way back. Or even feuds that he had in ECW,
Psychosis was the only one I could think of from ECW.
Man, that and the triple threat match with him, Randy Orton and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 22 or 22 when he won the world title.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to mention that. But,
and then probably will have Eddie in the game. 50 billion versions of Eddie.
I just feel like for a WWE game, I don't think WWE needs to have a showcase. They don't have to be just like NBA 2K20. I just feel like, and every year, not everyone's going to have their favorite wrestler to be in the showcase. And there's really nothing that kind of got my interest. For me, I'm one of those guys that only care about universe mode and general manager. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm happy with universe mode. It looks different this year. And I love how the fixing the faction thing, which makes me happy a bit. Granted, as I left the comment on IGN's thing, I was like, they left out one edition, the "You Get Fired" edition.
Oh my god, there was a meme I saw on Twitter where, like there's a thumbnail that shows the Royal Rumble rules. Well, basically there's this one part somebody edited where the rest superstar gets thrown over the top rope. Instead of being the word eliminated, it's fired. So
yeah, I saw that
meme. I decided, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong.
Yeah, absolutely not wrong there.
Are you going to go or try to go to WrestleMania next year here in Texas?
Nah, because I don't have the money because I got to move in January. So I don't have, so that sucks, but I can say, because you missed it, because I said it right before you came in, I am not going to be able to see Resident Evil this weekend, but I'm going to be able to see Resident Evil next month. So I will be watching the new film.
Okay. I'm not going to say any spoilers, but I am going to watch it on the premiere opening tomorrow night in my local theaters, because I want to go see it. I'm actually pretty hyped and nervous at the same time, considering it's a very, very fan service film. My kind of reservation on it are just the cast, the people they put in this, but I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, go in, try to be open-minded, hope for the best, and prepare for the worst, and just overall just try to enjoy it in the end of the day. Hell, I mean, last week, I went to go see the new Ghostbusters movie, dude, and anybody out there in the chat is listening, like, if you're a big fan of the first two Ghostbusters, I mean, I loved it. I actually enjoyed this movie so much that I left the movie theaters with a big smile across my face. So if y'all get a chance, definitely recommend checking it out, hands down.
That might be what my mom and stepdad watch, because they're not big into Resident Evil, which they're either going to see Ghostbusters or Cliff with the Big Red Dog.
I'm still surprised that it actually took them this long to make Cliff with the Big Red Dog after so many years.
Same. I need a better camera angle. What's funny is my mom wants to see Resident Evil as well, but how can I say this? If she decides to watch that instead, I might have to do a video with her and have her on my channel for the first time, because Well, I play the video games. I've owned all the movies, and I own all the games, even the shitty Survivor one we don't like to speak about, which... She's never played any of the games, so her first thing of Resident Evil was the movies that came out. And she loves all the films, you know, with Mila Jovovich. Yeah. So
the Paul Anderson films? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it would be interesting to get her take on it since she's never played the games. And I told her these follow the games more closely than the other movies did.
Well, let me ask you this: when they showed the revealed trailers of the Welcome to Raccoon City, did you like the first trailer or the international trailer?
I like the international trailer a little bit better.
Same, because it definitely has that horror vibe. I don't know. When I saw the first trailer, I felt like I was watching. Is this San Diego Comic-Con kind of vibe? Because this is what I'm feeling
that's what
right
I
now
thought.
When I play that music.
And I will say this, because I know a lot of people bitched about it. They don't like who's playing Leon. I'm like, let's give him a chance. I mean, yeah, he doesn't look like the Leon we knew, but...
Not only just Leon, but just let's try to give everybody a chance. I mean, at first I'm kind of hesitant, you know, I'm kind of slowly... And I'm glad, like, you know, as weeks goes on, like, if you follow social media, they're actually kind of introducing small little bits and pieces of interviews of all the cast, and I'm just like, okay, I see where this is kind of going. I mean, think of it as this way, and I always say this to everybody. I try my best not to compare too much of the movies to the video games, because Hollywood, no matter what, they'll take liberties to do what they want. Take The Walking Dead, for example. I look at it as two universes. You got yourself the comic book universe and the television show universe, which they never cross paths. That's the same way how I went in with Resident Evil, where there's the video game universe and the movie universe with the Paul Andersons. And as long as you just don't nitpick and just compare the two, and just sit back and enjoy, I mean, that's really all you can do, and just enjoy it. I mean, everyone's gonna have their preference in the end. Some that are gamers, some that are movies, some that are TV shows in the end. So,
I agree.
That's my take on it.
I will say this: the other reason I'm hyped, and you know, they're not the two people who I know who I watch from a lot of shows. The one who's playing the the doctor who made the virus.
William Birkin.
Yeah, the one who plays William Birkin. I love him as an actor. I would say this, and I kind of find it funny in the sense because this is the only reason I love the original Street Fighter film. He played Bison in the Chun-Li version. In Legend of Chun-Li.
I was about to say, yeah.
And that was
like another film a while back. Like
yeah, he was also in Captain America. He was also in Captain America as one of the soldiers.
Okay.
So he was in that. He's been in a lot of films. He's actually in the new American Horror Story as well with the aliens. So he gets around. He's a good character actor, and I love his work. But the other one is the one who's playing the commissioner. Well, you know, the dirty cop.
Chief Irons.
Chief Irons. I don't know why I said commissioner, but
you're thinking Commissioner Gordon from Batman.
And that's why, because the one who's playing the chief was actually in the Batman show on Fox, where he played the fat cop who hated Batman. On
Are you talking about the show Gotham?
Gotham, thank you. I am so bad with shows today. He played in Gotham as the one who hated the vigilante people. He's been in other. He was actually had his own comedy show, Grounded for Life. And for you Law and Order fans out there, he's actually on Law and Order for Special Victims Unit for a few episodes as well. So another good character actor. Doesn't really get to be a star of the show or TV that much, but. When I saw those two in it, I'm like, okay, I will watch it just for those two because I love their work.
Man. Like the guy who started me to cut you off, but the guy who looks like Chief Irons in this movie, if you just trim down his hair like military haircut, he can pull off a good Mike Hager from Final Fight. Could you imagine?
Oh God,
Mike Hager in Operation Raccoon City, German suplexing every lickers and zombies in the hallway trying to save Leon. That'd be like a total Easter egg right there. I would be yes.
Oh, that would be a great moment in movie history. Do that if you're listening. Do that. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Listen to us, Capcom.
Yeah, listen to us.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious if that ever happened.
Since I've done how many Capcom games now? If you've been a part of this channel, let's see. Resident Evil 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, The remake of Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, and this. It is literally like Capcom owns my soul.
Not yet. They'll totally own your stone if, just if, the votes count and they make you play Umbrella Corps.
Well, right now it's tied 1-1. Hopefully when I put it on Twitter and Facebook I get some more votes for Alan Wake, but I don't know.
I mean, we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I still need to finish Resident Evil 0. I got stuck in that one part that got me kind of like, okay, I kind of mentally burned out. I need to stop before I go. It's not fun anymore. Type of mode.
Oh, I get it. That's why I do 3 Let's Plays, so I can always go to a different one. But yeah, I will say this, because I might have missed the last OE0 stream. Where did you get stuck at?
We finally got this bridge set up and we went to this small house. I fought Batman inside of a church. And then after that, there's these 2 level floors and they have these weird gas tanks that I'm supposed to combine, and I'm still figuring out. I'll just use YouTube as my virtual player's guide, and it'll guide me through next time. I'll just do that, just to save me the trouble. I'm playing the game on easy mode, because I already knew it was a little bit difficult, considering now there's no item box in the game. So
yeah.
I just want to play and beat it just for the sake of the story mode. I just want to find out what happened, without any spoilers.
That's why I'm trying to avoid telling you how I played it, because I played it on normal, I believe. And I only died once, and it was because of my own. I died a stupid death because there's a sudden enemy in the game you fight near the end that can eat you.
Yeah. Let's just say it's a zombie. It's a zombie boss, and we'll go with that.
Well, it's actually yeah, well, it's not a boss, but it should have been.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, because you're kind of. How can I say this without fucking it up? Because I'm not going to say what I'm not going to say what it is. It's a part in the game near the middle and near the end where you're separated from your partner.
Okay. I guess I'll pick it up when that time comes. But yeah, I do appreciate the heads up. But
Yeah, because
I think the craziness is yet to come as I pick the game up and play it. Dude, you are destroying the hell of that boss right now.
Virgil, Digivolve 2, Virgil Sin.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching it on my end, but it's kind of a little bit like 30 or 40 seconds delayed.
Yeah, I blame my shitty internet.
Nah, dude. That's how live streaming is.
That too.
This is how it works. Unless I watch it along with you on Discord, it's a different story. But I will say this, it's really fun to play as Virgil with all of his combos techniques once you learn how to nail it down. It's kind of wish I had some more cutscenes of all of them. That's my only thing about it.
Yeah, because I have a feeling there's only going to be the one cutscene at the start of the game and then the one at the end.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what you get from Virgil, which I can understand why, and I'm glad Capcom made the price range what it was. We're just like, what, $5 or $6?
Yeah.
For that DLC, so that makes perfect sense. I got the special edition physical for the PS5 last year, along with Miles Morales.
Which I got a platinum. I platinumed that on the 5. I'm still getting learning to finish download on the 4 so I can get that platinum.
Oh, dude, like I think the Miles Morales was my first. Pretty small right now. Aside from Miles, I got Resident Evil Village. The Medium, Guardians of the Galaxy, Far Cry 6, DMC5, and Back 4 Blood. That's all I got right now.
I'm actually, because one of the 2 games I want to pick up next month is the Medium one on PS5, because that's the one that's like Silent Hill-ish from what I've been told, and I love Silent Hill.
From what I've been known, the reason why they say that, and in case a lot of people don't know, the composer who did like Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4 was actually involved in the Medium doing the music and soundtrack. He did the original scores for that game, which that's the main reason why people say that. The gameplay, it is what it is. I'm not going to say too much for dinner stories, but it's very, how you can say this? Paranormal activity.
Okay.
kind of vibe is the best way to put it, but with a twist, which, and I think it's very trippy when you see gameplay where it shows the real world and the different dimension world. It does play a big part in the game, which kind of gets your attention. So
All right.
I haven't played back up to the game on it because I only streamed and played it once. I'm pretty bad when it comes to being sidetracked on other games that I've played, and that's just how I am.
Nothing wrong with that. I did miss one comment. I apologize for it. Wicked said I live 10 minutes from that place, which was Tucker's. And I did pick up one game for Halloween. I wanted to stream, but since I can't stream on the PS5 because my Wi-Fi is the Detroit Lions. Tormented Souls, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I've been hearing a lot of people saying that they're comparing that to like old school Resident Evil tank control fixed camera angles kind of game.
Yeah, when I heard that, that's why I picked it up because I'm like, I love the, I love the tank controls. That's why I love Code Veronica X. I'm like, it makes it fun. Because I'm like, these new controls make the game a little bit too easy.
Oh, true story, which kind of links into your stream tonight. I rented Code Veronica X. Just because back in the day, when we had Hollywood Video in my town when I go to, Code Veronica X actually came with an extra demo, which was Devil May Cry. So I popped the sucker in. They had levels 2, 3, and 4. In my first impression, oh shit, Devil May Cry is like a mature End of Days meets Legend of Zelda hack and slash type of game with cool techno rock kind of vibe. And that won me over to pick up Devil May Cry, and I became a fan of it ever since. Just because of Code Veronica X demo, hands down.
Same
and
here.
Fast forward, I was at my local gaming store, and they have that freaking game with the same demo, and I'm like, I'm buying it. It's full circle right now.
Oh, nice. Because I actually I have Code Veronica on Dreamcast and PS2. I don't know how I pulled that off.
You played and beaten both of them on the Dreamcast and the PS2, right?
Yes, but I haven't done. I haven't done it since 2006.
Okay, the reason why I was about to ask, what was the difference between the PS2 version and the Dreamcast? Because I heard PS2 had some more extra content than the Dreamcast did. Do you remember anything different?
It had like a special mode you get after beating the game, but that was about it.
Oh, okay. Totally did not know about that.
And it had like some kind of special stuff to give you a backstory. But nothing really that I could tell that made it different.
Gotcha.
And I will say this, if you're going to pick one of those up and you can't get it on PS4, which the PS4 is probably the better version, but if you want to play it the old school way, the Dreamcast one's the way to go.
I got both the PS2 and the PS4 digital one from the store, so if I ever decide to one night randomly stream it, I will do that. So
yeah. What's funny is because Code Veronica X is also on PS3 if anyone still has the PS3.
Yeah, that is correct.
The PS3 version doesn't have a platinum, but the PS4 version of Code Veronica X has a platinum. And no, I am not that fucking crazy to go for it.
And true fact, when you try to play Code Veronica X from PlayStation Now, there is no trophy sync from that game. Not on my end, unfortunately, but if anyone does have played it on the Now, and if it does trophy sync, let me know. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I would love to know that too, so we can get that said tonight. I don't know if we will or not. Shit, I hate when I lose my train of thought. But yeah, I know a lot of people have asked me on my other streams of Resident Evil why Resident Evil 3 was the only one I platinumed besides RE5 and 6. That's because
surprised.
RE5 and 6 RE5 and 6 are kind of easy to platinum if you know what you're doing, and Resident Evil 3 was way too damn easy, particularly once you get the infinite rocket launcher. But RE1 I refuse to platinum because of the fact of I am not dealing with the invisible zombie shit, not being able to save or heal. Fuck that. And the knife run. RE2, that one I keep getting screwed over because of the footsteps. And Zero, yeah, same problems as Resident Evil 1.
For me, like, when it comes to planning games on Resident Evil, you gotta understand, Capcom makes you work for those trophies. I had to bust my butt to Resident Evil 5 on the PS3, considering playing professional mode, trying my best not to get hit by using a rocket launcher. And plus, I platinum last year the Resident Evil 3 remake, so I'm only 3 trophies away trying to platinum Resident Evil 2 remake. It's just basically playing both Leon and Claire and trying to get the S rank plus and beating the 4th survivor, and that's it. I think the hardest Capcom game that took me grinding so many times, which I would never play again, but maybe just for the fun of it, would be Dead Rising 2 on the PlayStation 3. That game, you had to kill 93,000 plus zombies within one game playthrough, and that's something that took me about 2 days to try to get in. Because you gotta understand, podcast wasn't a big thing, so you had to use like a bunch of CDs and soundtracks playing in the background just to be numb with the world, just to try to get that trophy.
Oh yeah, I remember that trophy.
It was a lot of time consuming. Oh my god! And the worst part is,
congrats
this
on
is
that.
one thing I don't like about trophy hunting, and I think you can agree with this. Multiplayer online trophies that are part of trying to get platinum. I am not a big fan of this at all.
I agree with you, because there's been a few games to where I've had to give up the platinum because it's got online multiplayer bullshit. There was one game, which one was it? There was one game I had a few years ago, and I was doing well on it, but then when I noticed that the trophies, you had to do the online shit, I gave up because it was so goddamn difficult. By the way, I give that an 8 out of 10.
Thank you.
Because here's the thing. A lot of games in the ad that you have to get them out of the way quickly, because if not, and I'll give you an example, Army of Two. I love that game, but by the time I finally was able to pick it up and play it, the online trophies for it, you couldn't do anymore because the online lobbies were closed. So that platinum is unattainable at this point.
There's like a lot of trophies. Like, the one thing I wish I would have platinum would be WWE 13 on the PS3, but the only thing I had to do was online stuff. There's no way I had the time and patience to do that. I really don't. You just got to be lucky to try to nail them all within a certain amount of time, because some of those online servers, they don't last long forever. They really don't.
Correct. I actually got the platinum for that one. Because here's the thing, you're gonna hate yourself for this.
Oh, I'm already hitting myself now, but go for it.
I believe it was that one, and then WWE 2K14 had the issue as well. If you played an online match, or most particularly had to be a 3-on-3 tag, and somebody you played with had the online trophies already, the game would bug out for you in a good way and unlock those trophies for you once you completed that match.
That sounds like something that I wish that happened to me, but unfortunately did not. But I try not to let it sweat it on me. In the end of the day, even though if there's one game you can't get trophies, there's millions and millions of other games out there to platinum anyway. So that's the way I look at it.
Definitely.
Jeez. Favorite Devil May Cry character? Go.
Are we talking male or female?
Overall.
Overall, it would have to be Virgil. I fell in love with him in Devil May Cry 3. I even have his real life fucking sword. Does that tell you how much I love the character? I actually bought his sword in real life.
Jesus. At a con?
No, at a gun show, actually.
What?
Yeah, there's a guy. Funny story. There's a guy you go to when he's at a gun show. He sells real life video game swords and anime swords. I have Virgil's Yamamoto. I have Dante's big ass sword. I have a lot of swords from the anime Bleach. I have Link's red and black sword.
Jesus, dude.
I have Kratos' blades. I have Kano's knife.
All I used to have was a cheap $15 katana sword that broke in half 7 months later. But that's one hell of an impressive collection right there, dude.
Yeah,
Man.
if I ever when I do move and we move and we're at a new place, which I don't want to jinx it, but looks like when we're officially out of Virginia, I'll be living in Alabama.
Okay.
So I'll be a little bit closer to Texas. Too bad I don't
Hey,
drive.
I mean, at least you're a little bit closer to Retropalooza one day, so there you go.
Yeah, I'll just be like, yeah, is anyone in Alabama driving there because I'm not allowed to drive for the safety of humanity and God? I'll put it like
I don't know.
I'll put it like this: if anyone's new to the channel hasn't heard the story, my stepdad's a retired officer, and he was teaching me how to drive because my high school didn't do a good job. I freaked him out to where when he got out of the car, he kissed the ground saying, "We're not going to let you drive." Now his coworkers are like, "Oh, he can't be that bad." Well, one of them decided to take me for driving. He gets out of the car, kisses the concrete, and says, "We cannot let this kid drive. He drives like Sweet Tooth and Twisted Metal."
Jesus.
Apparently,
That's
he's like, he didn't pay attention to the school zone signs. I'm like, well, school was over. They weren't flashing. So yeah, I've only been told I'm allowed to drive in special circumstances, when it's my mom and stepdad can't drive, or be zombie apocalypse. So come on, zombie apocalypse.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, but okay. Zombie apocalypse it is.
But yeah, I would love to go to Retropalooza just to see. I could see you. I could see Billy and Jay again. Ape and Eric again.
Oh, dude, like going to Retropalooza, I love going there just because it's not only just for the video games and the vendors, but the camaraderie of just seeing everybody. I just looking forward to go sit down and watch and listen to the panels, hearing some good stories. That's what I'm all about, you know.
Same.
It's always good to see everybody once a year.
That's why, unfortunately, I'm not going to MacFest next year because I ain't going to have the money. It sucks, but...
MagFest always happens around the time when everything tones down. And I can't seem to get off around that time. Don't think I will this year.
I will say, one of the biggest problems with MagFest, you know, I love it. I do love it. One of the issues, it's losing its less and less video game appeal. I mean, the last one I went to, there was like maybe 3 or 4 video game vendors, which I expect more of that kind of place, to be honest. But there was people selling soap and shampoo.
The soap? That sounds familiar. Is it like Poppin' Soap? Is that what they call it? Because
No,
I actually know those people in real life.
Well, no, because they want some. I thought it was like, you know, maybe it's soap made out of video game kids, but it wasn't that. It was just normal soap that had weird names I can't pronounce.
Is it soap named out of pop culture icons, whether it's music or movies or anything related like that?
They had a few from movies, but I couldn't tell you which ones.
Oh, then if that's what I think it is, hang on, let me tell you the name. It's called Pop Soap. Does that sound familiar at all?
Yeah, that's what it was, and I just like, why is... I mean, I don't mean ill disrespect, because they made a bunch of money, and hey, I ain't going to be mad at anyone making money. But I was like, why is that at a video game convention?
They were at Retropalooza a few years ago, but yeah, I actually know the owners. At one point, we played shows together at punk rock shows back in the 2000s. So they were used to be known in this band called the Shining Darks. So if anybody likes like energetic punk, you know, good feel good kind of music, definitely go check them out. Not on Spotify though. You're just gonna have to go the old school way, like MySpace.
Oh God,
I haven't. Still available.
It's still available. I still got my MySpace, but I don't remember my damn password since I haven't used it since 2010.
I'm pretty sure my MySpace is still floating there, like a freaking sus from Among Us, out of nowhere. But other than that, I kind of go there just to listen back to some of the music. MySpace was way more back then heavily targeted for music anyway. Facebook is just social, you know.
Facebook's the devil.
All of it. I don't even know what's going on with this whole meta thing. Do you know anything what's
Yeah,
going on with that, or what do you
yeah, I
know?
actually do because somebody explained it to me of all places at the at the place to get my mental health. Because somebody saw a commercial. They're changing their name because of all the lawsuits and everything that's happened with the name Facebook. They're changing now. The Facebook, instead of being the main company name, it's just going to be it's just going to be a, like a small thing, a part of it. That's why they're changing it to Meta. So the new company name is Meta. Facebook's just going to be oh, it's kind of like how there's the Bethesda, but then Bethesda owns a bunch of small studios inside of it. Kind of like that.
So it's kind of like TNA, but they're called Impact Wrestling.
Correct.
That's what we're dealing with. Okay.
I still don't call him Impact. I still call him TNA because I'm old.
NWA TNA.
Yeah,
I
back when
think
you
the
had
first time I ever
Jim.
watched it, the first time I watched NWA TNA, the main event was Sting and AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett and Lex Luger.
Oh God! Thank
And
you for making me feel old.
what are you talking about? But I'll be pretty much getting older and older too, so it's getting there. It is what it is. We can't stop time. All we have to do is make up with whatever time.
Well, no,
I'm terrible at quotes.
there is one person who knows how to stop time. All truth, because that dude doesn't look like he ages at all.
R-Truth, that dude has some really good valuable carrots that helps him stay young or stay the same age. I'm pretty impressed by that dude taking care of himself. That dude knows what's going on.
That he does.
But another one who's kind of really aging would obviously be Vince McMahon. I mean, if you take a look at the guy, holy shit.
Yeah, particularly the pay per view with the golden. Maybe I know what the golden egg is. His life essence.
The golden egg is like a parody, something you would see from Newgrounds.com. I don't even know where they're going with this.
Same, but
Well, you still got other wrestling promotions to enjoy, so I'm not pushing that.
AEW, Impact. You got a lot of the indie ones. Which, ironically enough, if you live in Virginia, next weekend there's going to be an indie show in Norfolk, Virginia that has not one but two special guests. Jay Lethal and Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, Jay Lethal just recently got signed with AEW, right?
He did.
Cool beans, cool beans. Holy shit. This is really tempting to get. So hear me out. There's a group page that kind of like sell retro stuff. There's this guy literally selling an original PS3 Metal Gear Solid 4 limited edition. The system and the controller, all original packaging in gray with a silver lining. Signed by Hideo Kojima. It has the original box and everything. All this dude is asking for is $400 US dollars.
Holy shit, that doesn't sound bad at all.
It does not at all. I mean, the only thing I just need to check if this sucker is backwards compatible, so I need to do more homework on that. I'm like, I don't know if you heard this from me from the same stream, but Metal Gear Solid, the series, is my Star Wars. I can talk to you and bore you to death talking about Metal Gear. That's the reason why I got a PlayStation.
Sounds like me and my love of Resident Evil and Capcom, more or less. And Twisted Metal and Mortal Kombat. But yeah, I'll be honest here with the Metal Gear series, and I know this might be sudden blasphemy.
No, go for it, dude.
I really didn't get to play Metal Gear until Snake Eater, so that was my first introduction. I have never played the one on Nintendo, and I've never played the one that was on PS1. And I didn't get to play the Sons of Liberty one till till like 2 years ago.
In storyline wise, you're off to a good start because that's the prequel, that's the seed where it started everything. But as far as for gameplay wise, that's like a cool mechanic using the camouflage to blend with the environment, to use stealth as your friend. Like, I don't know if you're a big fan of stealth or not, but that's what's kind of one of the things that drew me in. What drew me into the game is just the storyline. The story's like, holy shit, it feels like I'm watching a movie in a video game.
When it comes to stealth, I'm honest, I suck at stealth, so usually I'm the idiot who will go in guns blazing. But
that's
game,
not the case with the Phantom Pain. The Phantom Pain lets you play whatever you want.
Yeah, I will say with the Snake Eater, I had to learn to be stealthy, so that's probably the only game I purposely made sure to be as stealthy as possible. Um, but I would love to play more Metal Gear, but that because I haven't played the Phantom Pain, and and that one. Which one was it? Because they gave one of us two for free, but I can't remember which one it was.
Educate me. Give me an idea, and I'll try to figure it out.
It was the one that kind of takes place during the fifth one, but I think it was before it.
Is it Ground Zeroes in like
Yes.
the prison camp?
Prison
in
camp.
The rain and the dark. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's Ground Zeroes.
I'm glad you're here, Falco. You can help answer questions when I don't know what the fuck I need answered. It's a let's go stretch a minute. Been streaming for been streaming for an hour and 31 minutes. Thank goodness I have my Mountain Dew gingerbread.
And I just have a water bottle over here, but eventually I'm gonna treat myself with a Arizona honey green tea in a can.
That does sound pretty good, actually.
Oh yeah, dude. Especially when you leave it in the freezer for like a good 30 minutes. That shit will attack your lungs in a very sensational way.
And it
I don't know
becomes
why I say that. I don't know why I say that, but go figure, you know?
and it becomes like a Slurpee.
Speaking of Resident Evil, a few weeks ago I went to the Pinball and Arcade Expo recently, and there was this vendor. This dude was selling nothing but, you know, manga, anime, books, and DVDs. And he had this one thing that totally got my attention, and I'm holding it in my hand right now. It is the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard document file. It's basically a 152-page art book that basically they documented everything from the developers, behind the scenes, interview with the guys of the game, original artwork, and mocap screenshots and everything. And when I saw this sucker, it never made it to the US, and it finally did, fully translated in English for the first time. I bought that sucker, so that was like my biggest happiness that I got from that convention, which I am kind of eager to open one day and check it out.
Falco, I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart. I fucking hate you right now.
And I forgive you 100%.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have everyone's favorite clown with us. It's Wicked!
Shh, don't tell anybody, man. They
Oh.
keep it down.
Too late. Everyone knows.
What's
up, Wicked?
Not a whole lot.
Hope you're having a good night.
Graphics.
Virgil,
So, Wicked, you were referring something earlier about you live 10 minutes from that place? So what do you mean what we were talking about earlier?
Oh no, that was Tucker's, where Doug was at.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure about that. Whew. So what, you're now fighting the boss fight, and that's where, what's her name, Lady?
yeah, no, I think it's either Lady or Trish.
No, it's gotta be Lady. I think Trish is later on when you get to play as Dante.
Oh, that's
you fight
right.
This
So
one dude in the hallway.
I gotta fight my Devil May Cry waifu.
Worst channel ever? Is that you, Wicked? Or
No,
is
that would
somebody
be
else?
Vibrator.
That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be me, the one that's been quiet basically this entire time. He's still trying to wake up.
The best part of waking up is give him an energy drink.
No. There's this basically image of okay, clear your mind for a moment. There's this meme picture of a raccoon on the grass with the mouth wide open, like paranoid as fuck, and the cap says, "The best part of waking up is screaming, what the fuck?" So there you go. I definitely approve your Goro Majima avatar, dude.
Oh man, thank you. Oh, what do you mean vibrators?
Worst channel ever.
Okay, yeah. We know I don't. We don't call him by that name. We still call him by his birth name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sony made him change. Sony made him change it. I just got hit in the dick.
My main name has always been this way since PlayStation 2. back when I played Metal Gear Online, which I will say Metal Gear Online, that was my World of Warcraft, especially on the PS3 version, because I played that game for like 3.5 years straight. And there was this one game that made me stop playing it, and I tried it out for the first time, and it was hard to put the controller down, and that was Fallout 3.
Ah,
Such a damn good game. Have any of you guys played any of the Fallout games?
I have not. I can admit that.
Definitely recommend it if y'all ever get a chance. Just be warned, it's not like Skyrim. You will be sucked in. Which, kinda on the fence of picking up Skyrim VR, because it's on sale for $20 on the PlayStation Store. It's kinda crazy to believe that game is officially 10 years old now. Right here, you almost got this.
Come on, get... Lady, I love you, but you gotta die.
Bam. Bad, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get V to come out, but V does not want to wake up.
V has come too. It's crazy to believe that the guys who does the voice and mocap for Dante, Virgil, and Nero are actual, they all co-workers and buddies from Power Rangers, which is a very true and cool story. Which is the reason probably how Dante, Ruben, kind of helped Dan and I forgot his real name, but he goes by Adam from the show, to try to get their foot in the door with Capcom, which is really cool.
Nice. And we beat the bitch. Yay! Where's my cookie?
It's at a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I ain't driving to 7-Eleven tonight. Fuck that.
Nor I'm walking either.
Alright, I got an A. Time to do the last mission of the stream tonight, guys, which of course is mission, I want to say 4, if I didn't lose count.
No, you're right.
Alright.
Because the first one is in the bridge, second one was fighting that beast in the church, and that was the third one you just played.
Alright, so... Yeah, so we pretty much tonight, we've completed 5 missions, the prologue and then the first 4 missions. So we done good, because usually I just done like 2 or 3, but I think with Virgil we're just gonna easily get through this, because Virgil's one bad mother...
He is one bad mother flower.
Yeah,
He really is.
I'm trying to cut back on the cursing, which has been the biggest failure of my life.
Dude, the moment when you start cursing, it's hard to turn that switch off. I mean, let's be honest. Even I have my horrible fair and share. Especially when you combo curse. I mean, the only one that takes king size for that combo curse would have to be James Ralph, aka Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yep, which I'm waiting for him to upload the next episode of his, episode 200, I think it is.
He's already about to be 200? Jesus.
Yep.
That's dedication right there.
Still one of the few original YouTubers still streaming, because you have him, you have Billy and Jay and 8-Bit Eric, but a lot of the ones, like almost everyone from Game Attack is pretty much retired or done, excluding the ones who do Death Battle now.
I really miss Alpha Omega Sin. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, out there. I mean, hopefully he does come back on his terms, and hoping everything is okay on his end too.
Yeah. But he's on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he's like active on Twitter every day. I love his good morning memes. They're freaking hilarious.
Oh, I agree.
Oh man, I actually got to meet him at Retropalooza, and not only took a picture with him, but I asked him if you could sign this for me. It would mean a lot. And I reached into my bag and I pulled out the original Resident Evil on PlayStation 1, the vertical case one, and he was like, "No way, are you sure?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm dead serious. It would mean a lot." And he signed it for me because I know how much of a big fan of he is with Resident Evil, and so am I. So cool having his signature on it.
I actually got a, let's see. 7 clone, lock on, no, I don't need Alright, I actually got to do the tutorial because how the heck do I summon V again?
How do you summon V? I don't know. Like it's been a while. It's been over a year since I've played this game, to be honest. Or is it probably a skill that you need to unlock first?
No, I already
In
got
between
that
stages.
unlocked.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, I got a hold all one. That's why. And so, I hear Falco with the guitar. He's gone to Jeff Jarrett mode. Little bit of music tonight, guys. Yay! This is why we have Falco here to help me with my stupidity and bring the music. And again, if you're just tuning in, I hope everyone's had a good night tonight. Hope you're ready for Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble.
I'm not ready for Turkey Day. I don't know if I'm ready for Turkey Day.
Well, if you're not, we'll find a way to make you ready. We'll send you a zombie turkey.
Yeah. No gracias. Estoy bien.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. I keep missing stuff.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to check out the movie tomorrow night.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be packed house though, but it is what it is.
yeah, with it being near the holidays, and I'm going to say this, I still don't get why they did not release it during Halloween. That would have made the most sense.
I just don't understand they barely had about a month to promote this movie. And now they're just promoting it like crazy. I don't know if that's a good sign or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, because they're going up against some good family competition movies. Clifford the Big Red Dog, that new film from Disney that comes out on Thanksgiving Day.
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
And then Ghostbusters, yeah, so that... I don't know if they'll make the money back, but I think maybe that's what they wanted. They don't want the money to be made, I guess.
If you really think about it, it kind of does feel like going into it watching a B-side horror fan film. It's basically like a fan film that we're looking
I
at.
agree. Excuse me, fog in my throat.
movie you're talking about?
The new Resident Evil film.
Welcome to Welcome to Raccoon City.
I didn't even know something that was coming out.
That, there you go. Like, they just hardly put any promotions letting people know about it, and all of a sudden, about a month ago, now they're starting to promote it a month before the movie comes out, so... I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Usually, promote movies that they just take months in advance of time.
Yeah, to be honest, I think your channel and my channel, Falco, have actually done more promoting than they have.
I mean, you're not wrong, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. But I will say one thing that you and I can agree on.
And that would be...
We both promote the hell out of Pepsi Blue this past summer.
Oh, God, did we?
We did.
And I've been promoting nothing but the Mountain Dew Gingerbread because that's all I've been drinking for the last few weeks.
I did not try it. Funny enough, one of my buddies, his wife bought a 6-pack of Mountain Dew Gingerbread, and we've been handing it out to people in the pond. And the idea of tasting it, I don't know. I have this weird thing where I can already taste things in my head before I tried it. And when I hear gingerbread mountain, it feels like, imagine ginger soda with toasted bread on the inside, soggy. That's what it, with Mountain Dew flavor, that's what it feels like to me. Like, no thanks.
That's understandable. I mean, I know I love it because I do love gingerbread, which is sweet. I don't like ginger ale, but I love gingerbread.
I love garlic bread, especially when it's toasted for spaghetti. Garlic bread is the shit.
I agree with that.
Yes, it is. I
Oh,
was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, if they made Mountain Dew a garlic bread flavor, that would be some nasty freaking soda.
It's probably available in Japan, probably, since
It's
Japan.
probably coming to the U.S. though sometime.
If it does, I'll try it. God, because I'm insane enough to do it.
it'll probably be exclusive to the Olive Garden, and then
Come to the Olive Garden. We got weird shit for you to taste.
when
They'll be
you're
like,
here,
sir,
your
we don't
family.
have garlic bread today. Do you want it liquefied?
This
Well,
would be probably most epic as that freaking sauce from McDonald's that Rick and Morty was promoting,
Oh yeah.
the Mulan sauce. That's what it's gonna be like Mountain Dew. You have a line of people wanting to get that shit.
Oh, if they bump that back, yeah.
Meanwhile, with garlic bread flavored soda, I'd just be like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Right, but you
You're
would
not
probably
wrong.
just take the batteries out of your thing and be like, I'm done. I'm decharging myself for a few days.
Oh god.
We have fun on this channel. By the way, to the 3 new subscribers I got, thank you so much if you're watching this before or after for subscribing.
Dude, for almost 2 years and I'm still getting subscribers and I don't understand.
Your older videos, people,
Yeah,
the YouTube thing is finally working in your favor.
Are
But
you
I
talking
have
about Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube?
They could be the videos then.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised.
it's got to be the videos because I have over 1,000 videos on the channel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I used to stream a lot. Yeah, I have
That's cool,
801
man.
subscribers, and I'm like, what's going on? I stopped streaming at like 600 or something.
Hmm.
But I
Nah,
just have
all I
so
do
much.
is all I do is just Twitch, mostly just streaming, because it's just my outlet of just vibing and chilling out. That's all I really do.
When I used to stream, everybody wanted me to switch over to Twitch. They're like, you gotta go to Twitch, you gotta go to Twitch. I'm like, I don't want to do Twitch right now. I have a Twitch account, but I have never went live on there.
Yeah, and plus you gotta understand, like, and you probably already know about this. There's gonna be 3 different type of audience. You got your YouTube audience, Twitch audience, and the ones that multitask on both. It's just depending on which one you're looking for. And if you feel like the YouTube thing is working out, it's better to stay on there because you have the majority of your people know your channel where you're at, and it's helping out.
Well, I mean, my goal is to like get that streaming thing. There's a streaming service that this one church uses up here,
Okay.
and you literally like click one button and it goes to like Twitch, it goes to YouTube, and it goes to Facebook.
Is it a thing called restreaming?
I think that's exactly it. It's restreaming.
Yeah, because 8-Bit Eric.
It's like $100 for a year or something.
Really? I know
Yeah,
8-Bit Eric, he uses Restream.
It's not
where
that much.
Isn't there like a different tier though that you can get like a free one, and then there's some other premium editions that
Let me look it up.
gives you more option? There's gotta be that.
Cause I was like, whoa, I was like, you guys go live on 3D? I was like, what? I was like, that's crazy.
Leave me alone, Big Show.
Cause I forgot what he said they pay. I think it was $100 they paid. Yeah, you can get the free platform that lets you go
Yeah.
to, it's let's see, you got the free one, then you have no restream branding, your own logo graphics, have up to 10 people in your stream, recording in 6 hours, it's $50. Is like where the stream is pre-recorded. I don't know what they bought. I'll have to ask their sound guy again. Yeah, I was just like, man, I was like, that's pretty cool. I was like, you just click one button and it just.
And what's cool about it is, so say like you're right now on YouTube, right, streaming. If someone's watching you on their Twitch and when they chat, it'll show Twitch and then their name, so that way you know where they're coming from, and vice versa, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I bet Eric has that if I recall.
Yeah, he does. I think Eric is the only dude that I know that actually does it. I don't know of any other YouTuber or streamer that does that. In the end of the day, it really depends what works for you.
I used to stream all the time, and then just crap happened, and I had to move, and ever since my move, I've just been like taking my camcorders out in the world and filming stuff, and then making videos and slapping them and that.
That's cool, dude.
Because I just went to Florida like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Then COVID came and got me, and that was not a fun month.
No, I know a guy who's actually working in Florida, and we actually nicknamed him Monkey Pimp. He has a job where he kind of works like at this kind of like animal shelter or something, or some sort of animal city, where his job is like taking care of monkeys and then sometimes have the monkey mate or something. And I'm just like, dude, you're a freaking monkey pimp. So he literally has a thumbnail, whereas this monkey has this weird, crazy fedora Godfather hat, arms crossed back, and looks like, yeah, baby, you like what you see type of thumbnail. So that's what it looks like, and I'm just like, dude, that defines you. That is awesome.
All I'm thinking now is MTV's Sphere with the Monkey Boy case. Which, by the way, does anyone remember MTV Sphere from back in the day?
When you say Fear, I think of the song from Godsmack, Voodoo.
Yeah, actually,
they used to play that.
That was the theme song for the show, actually. I think enough that I first got introduced to Godsmack.
Actually, Godsmack got me introduced when they were doing the music video of I Stand Alone for the Scorpion King movie.
Yeah. We're bringing back memories. Memories. Leave the memories alone. Unless you're Vince McMahon, because then you're just gonna fuck them up anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's what happens when you miss the taco.
That was perfect timing.
Oh yeah. Guitar playing. I've been playing guitar for like what? Oh shit! I just realized it's been over 20 years now. Oh shit.
And I think I've said this in one of your streams. The only thing I know about a guitar is how to smack somebody over the head with it.
Oh god, when you say that, the first thing I imagine is Jeff Jarrett hitting the head over Beetlejuice on the WCW Nitro years ago.
Oh, that was the most hilarious thing. It's like
the dude fucking fumbled down like a drunk homeless person, face first.
Bump a bump a bump bump.
That was so bad.
I gotta agree. Which the sad thing is, Mike Tenay actually got hit over the head with a guitar on WCW as well by Jeff Jarrett. Which that
I don't remember seeing that.
It happened at the end of 1999, right when Jeff came back. It was the day after the WCW Mayhem pay-per-view, and I watched it, and mostly because the Brian and Vinny show on Pro Wrestling Illustrated's website. I went and watched that episode of Nitro because I'm like, there's no way Mike Tenay agreed to do that. He did it. That was his first bump he ever took, and I hate saying this. He took that bump, getting hit in the head with a guitar, way better than a lot of these other wrestlers have. Now, granted, Jeff Jarrett probably did it safely, because even if you don't like...
Yeah, because those guitars, they gotta be,
gimmicked.
Predetermined where they can be able to blow on impact.
Alright, well, first question of the video, if you missed it, what's going to happen first? The Detroit Lions get the first win, or Roman Reigns loses a pay-per-view match? Lions are 0-9-1, by the way. Here's your second question. Of the three wrestlers who are known for using a guitar as a weapon, who would you rather take the shot from? The Honky Tonk Man, Double J Jeff Jarrett, or New Jack? I am choosing Jeff Jarrett. I feel safest out with them out of the three.
Well, if I had to pick from all three, Uh, I would have to take the honky tonk man because he was the first guy that didn't use a guitar on people. So
That is
I would go
true.
with him. I don't. What about you guys?
Yeah, I don't know if Wicked or Vibrator know New Jack
There
Jeff
is one
Jarrett.
more wrestler that you forgot to add in there, and
Who
that would
did-
be Elias.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot Elias on purpose.
Ah, okay.
Most me.
I'm Elias.
Did they fire him from the cuts, or is he still there? Because I know they fired Jason.
He's still there, but I'm hoping they don't let him go. I just wish him killing the whole Elias gimmick with the guitar was a bad idea. And I understand why they did it, because they're giving a guitar gimmick for that one dude who comes out for Shinsuke Nakamura. I
Yeah,
forgot his name, who he is, but
I know who you
They
mean.
need to
Who's
give
actually
it-
a good pro wrestler.
yeah, I wish. I feel bad for Elias. You know, I definitely like the. What do they call him? The Wanderer Elias, or what is his the gimmick?
He was the Wanderer, yeah.
Yeah. I definitely dig that. But yeah, my answer, Honky Tonk Man. Final answer.
All right. By the way, guys, if you do love wrestling games, no, we're not promoting that one game from WWE for next year. I want to buy Retromania Wrestling, which if you got to be at too many games, or I believe they're at Retropalooza as well, you get to play a lot of indie wrestlers, and if you love the WrestleFest game from back in the day, it plays exactly like that.
And I will vouch for that because, believe it or not, when I was at the Pinball and Arcade Expo, they actually have a miniature arcade of Retromania, and I actually got a chance to play it.
Oh, nice.
And yes, they even have the freaking Too Many Games arena, so I selected that. I played as Road Warrior Hawk versus Colt Cabana. And
Cabana.
it felt like a legit WrestleFest arcade game, but just very modern.
It did.
It was fun. I actually liked it.
1 second, somebody's knocking at my door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah, it was just my kitty kidding.
aye.
Here's the thing, because I actually got to play the game when it was first at Too Many Games when I went to it. Played it, fell in love with it, said I would buy it. I actually bought it the day one. I platinumed that game, because that's all I played that day when I picked it up. I didn't play anything else. I even did almost a 2-hour stream of the game to take a look at. But what's
have a
funny
question.
is...
Did you, when you bought it, was it a physical or a digital version?
Digital, because at the time there was no physical thing. That was like one of the few times I broke my rule of buying a game digitally day one on not sale, because I just wanted it so bad.
Okay.
But what's
No,
funny
because-
is... Oh, continue.
Oh, no, you first. You
Okay.
first. Sorry.
When I went to Too Many Games, before I went there, they announced that Tommy Dreamer would be the guest. I actually bought one of his T-shirts of him in an 8-bit form. But I had him sign something that when he saw it, he's like, somebody actually bought this? Why? The ECW game on Sega Dreamcast.
Oh my god.
He could not believe somebody bought that. He's like, you must be a true ECW fan to buy that. I said, I actually thought the game was fun, particularly because it had some game modes that were not on the PS1 version. And that one you had a dumpster match where you had to put your opponent in the dumpster. A fire and brimstone match where you had to throw your opponent into a thing that sets them on fire, like they're in the Netherrealm.
And I think one of the first ECW games where they actually legit had like a barbed wire match where you throw them into the ropes and they're bleeding from the back and limbs, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah,
This is
that
pretty
game.
brutal.
Yeah, that game was violent. Rated M for mature for a reason back in the 90s.
You're not wrong.
It was
No, because like I was saying, like, I know that limited run, there will be a physical version of Retromania Wrestling coming out soon. So I would definitely check on that. And like earlier we were talking about AVGN. I don't know if you guys heard, but pre-orders are now live for they're teaming up with limited run that you can get the physical copies of AVGN Deluxe 1 and 2.
Yeah,
So I already got mine in.
I bought them. I bought that on the PSN store a few months ago because they actually had it on sale, and I'm like, well, I've been wanting to play it. I don't know when Limited Run's going to do their thing. I would love to go to the limited run store that actually exists because they do have a physical store. I think it's because I don't know whether it's in the state they're in. I would love to just go to that store because just to buy games that are on disc that I, and all that. Probably if I ever go to that store, I'm buying those two just to have them on disc.
Dude, I still have the freaking limited run Streets of Rage 4 Classic Edition where it comes with a giant Sega Genesis box. It's still sealed. Like, I haven't even opened it yet.
Streets of Rage 4, I love that game. I gotta get back to that game and finish it.
The music on that game is really good. I definitely dig it.
Oh, they did a great job with the music on that. That was like another one I just bought day one. There's like a few digital games I'll buy day one. Just because I don't know when limited run's going to do their thing. Or B, I don't have them. What's the question?
How long has limited run been around now?
I think almost 6-7 years.
It's kind of crazy how they can imagine like so many games they can pump out, and yet somehow be able to make it like a middle ground for the developers to reach an agreement to make a physical copy. I think that's badass that they actually go through all that trouble to try and do that.
I agree.
Oh man. So
Get down here, Baraka. Yep, fighting the Baraka boss, as I call him.
Dude, Virgil's buddy, the bird, Griffin, he's hilarious. He's pretty much like the Iago of Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I was kind of sad when I had to kill him.
I'm actually kind of sad, not to be a downer, but the guy who did the voice for him actually passed away.
Oh, damn.
I don't know if it was a year ago or this year, but yeah. And I thought he did an awesome work on doing Griffin in the game. Especially the short chemistry between Griffin and Dante. That was kind of like a cool dynamic there.
That was fun.
My favorite line is, win, Dante, win! And the other one, when he was talking to Nico, he's like, oh, so you're an artist now, aren't you? You know? Well, that dude likes to get in trouble.
Yeah. I think that was the point of him, too, just to get in trouble.
He always does. Oh, man. Let's see. Been finally getting back into Ghost of Tsushima. Again, I'm still in Act 2. I'm over 63 hours into the game.
Oh, well,
trying to do everything all in one run.
Yeah, I'm still in Act 2 as well, because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to platinum that game on stream, which is... Didn't realize how much of a pivotal test that would be, actually, with that game.
But you gotta admit, like, the gameplay and the visual and...
Oh, it's beautiful.
Everything about it, it is wonderful. Like, I actually enjoyed the game. I had second thoughts when I was buying it, but when the moment I pop it in, and I was, like, playing it for, like, my first time playing it was, like, straight up 3.5 hours before I went to work, and I just fell in love with this game. So good.
Yeah, I had a hard time putting it down myself.
Now, games that I have a hard time putting down is just... I don't know, it has always been, like, the Borderlands series and Fallout.
Which I am pre-ordering the Tiny Tina thing next month.
Oh, I already got mine reserved. I got the deluxe edition.
That's the one I'm getting too. I'm gonna get the one that comes with shit. Which, by the way, I should point this out because I don't know if anyone saw it on the PlayStation Store, but to get ready for it, they released the DLC of the one that was from Borderlands 2 as its own standalone game.
Oh, you mean the Bunkers and Badasses?
Yeah.
DLC.
So if you want to get yourself an idea of what it's going to be like and you have not played that, you can actually buy it. It's $9.99, so $10, and it's a platinum. So
it's a self-owned platinum. Okay, I'm looking at the store right now to take a look at it. You got my attention when you said that.
I'm glad I opened my mouth then, and that didn't sound right. I apologize. I mean, right when I said it, I'm like, someone's gonna make a dick joke about that.
Oh gosh. Well, yep, I'm looking at it right now. The DLC, not your mouth, by the way. So yeah. Yep, it is $10. So, and it's only like 14 gigabytes of memory, surprisingly. And you
Yeah.
can only play up to 2-player split screen and 4-player online co-op, so. Okay. You can actually change the audio to Spanish. That'll be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that Ashley Birch, she'll be reprising her role as Tiny Tina
Same.
in Wonderland. Have you ever watched her skits from Hey Ash, What You're Playing on YouTube?
I watched a little bit of them, and they made me laugh so much.
They're all really good. It's like making each episode is a parody of a certain game and they make fun of. And what's crazy is the reason how she got her foot in the door with the Gearbox is because her brother was the lead writer in Borderlands 2. And they were trying to find someone to do the voice of the character Tiny Tina. And he offered her like, hey, read the script and see what happens there. And it just clicked from there. So there you go.
The more you know, children.
Let's see here. I'm just looking at the stores to see what else is on sale.
I will say, this guy's giving me a hard time right now.
I'm sorry, what you were saying, dude?
And there's a crap ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I wanted
they
to do
already
like
started.
the Black Friday sale and stuff, but unfortunately, I think I didn't say it on Facebook or Twitter, but man, the medication they gave me cost a good pretty penny.
Yeah, that's...
Pretty much even with the discounts I get at Kroger, it still costs me $75.
Oh, that's not bad. Try having a medication that's $250.
Well, before the discounts and everything, it would have been $1,000.
I mean, shit. If insurance didn't pay for this one medication, it's like $25 to $3,000.
If that's the price for Kroger, I cannot imagine how much it would be like in Walgreens or CVS or those type of...
Yeah. Thankfully, we go to Kroger. Granted, well, the only reason we had to pay that was because one of them, my insurance would not cover because it was the super name brand one, not the off brand.
Hmm.
And that's
I can get that. I mean, as long as like, if it's somewhere around the same family and the prescription, you know, the same milligrams, you should be all right.
But this one's to help with the Randy Orton's theme song.
Now you got the song playing in my head. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's been the running joke in the family.
Speaking of Randy Orton, have you saw freaking tonight's Raw where freaking what's his name? I forgot his tag team partner. The guy who looks
Matt
like
Riddle?
he's related. Matt Riddle was cosplaying as Randy Orton.
No, because I haven't watched Raw tonight because I was watching the Buccaneers and Giants.
Gotcha.
But I don't usually watch Monday Night Raw anyway until it's after DVR, and I just skip through the segments I hate.
I just catch up to WWE when it comes to either Twitter or when they have their WWE YouTube channel showing highlights after the show is over. That's how I normally follow. And plus, I usually rely on the Wrestling Hub and Wrestle Talk to give me what's going on in the world of pro wrestling. So.
We might get my first death with Virgil here.
That bad? Let me take a look.
Yeah, he's kicking my... I had troubles with this boss when I was V as well, if I recall.
Dude, I just spam buttons like a mother flower, and I just dodge most of the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I forgot. I don't know. Yes, as Piccolo from Team 4-Star would say, Doug, you need to learn how to dodge.
Not Ford, not Honda, Dodge. Big difference.
Well, I think I barely got him. Damn, that was close. Whew. I had one thing of health left. Damn. That's got to be a C rank. Oh, I still got an A even after all the crap I went through. Damn. All right.
Hey, I'll take it.
I'll take an A. So that's gonna do it for tonight's Devil May Cry 5 stream. We'll probably get back to this next Monday after the Seahawks take on the Washington football team. Because we all know I'm a sports junkie. Just wait till March gets here. There will be no streams because of March Madness. So that means the next mission for when we come back to Virgil will be mission number 5. So let's take a look at our rankings so far. We got an B on Prologue, an S on mission 1 and 2, an A on mission 3, and an A on mission 4. So I'm doing better than I did with the other guys. Because I didn't get an S until... Did I even get an S with the... Yeah, I didn't get an S to like mission 9. No, I'm mistaken. I didn't get an S to mission 6. But that has been Devil May Cry for the night. I would like to thank people who have joined me tonight. So Vibrator, Wicked, Mr. Falco, and Mr. Jones for joining me tonight. Don't forget Tuesday, we'll be getting back to Psychonauts 1. Eventually, when I can afford Psychonauts 2, because it's $60 still, I will be Let's Playing that game since I do love the Psychonauts franchise. But until then, don't forget to check out Falco on Twitch. Falco, drop your Twitch real quick.
Yeah, for those of you who wants to follow me, I am on twitch.tv/Falco. I normally stream every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Might be going to be streaming tomorrow. Might be feeling... actually, I take that back. I won't be streaming tomorrow because I'm going to go see the Welcome to Raccoon City movie, but immediately after the film, I will be doing a live reaction review of the movie where I will not give away any spoilers, but just give you my impression of what I thought, and that's about it from there. And yeah, that'll be my Twitch handler right there. If you guys like to follow, feel free.
Thank you so much for that. And don't forget, guys, like I said at the start of the stream, if you have any problems mentally, please go get yourself some help, because you shouldn't be doing that with alone. Go talk to a doctor or a loved one so you can get your mental health in check, because your mental health is important, and it's better for you to get that checked out instead of let it bottling inside you until it explodes. So please go do that. There's your NBC, the more you know. La la la.
Actually, wait. I got it for you. Ready?
There we go. Until next time, this has been the DOUG and the guys signing off, saying thank you for watching. Have a happy, safe Thanksgiving, and we'll see you Tuesday night for Psychonauts. No, wait, no, Tuesday night is Ghost of Tsushima. And then Wednesday is Psychonauts after the picks. I got my dates confused. But until then, have a good night.